Bang, bang, bang. Easter Army, thanks for blazing in. Here we go. At the motherfucking spot. Blick out. Blick out. Fresh coffee. Smoke pad. The Marty's bike. Hello? If you need a ride, we got you, bitch. Conjunction function. Look at this setup we got. Oh shit. Is he creative? Can he do it? Skills. 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 Oh yeah, put the camera in its spot. Get that motherfucker shooting right. Bang, bang. Plug this bitch in. Oh.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Thanks for blazing in and getting cloudy and rowdy. Let me see if I can get shit crack-a-lacking on my end. Hello? Oh, there it is. Oh, there's that fucking noise again. Hold on. Yo, fuck.
Yo, yo, yo. I don't think that worked either, man. This is why I need somebody. Oh, there it is. Ha ha ha. Oh, there it is. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, well, you know, hey, I'm not completely professional, motherfuckers, but I just figured it out. So here we go. Let's start this bitch. Thanks for blazing in. Episode number 49. Another week, not in jail. None of them little pussies have even tried to put their hands on me because they know they won't. So what's up, man? You know? Out in L.A. every motherfucking day. And looks like my young screen's frozen. Let me reset this guy. Kevin, don't give a fuck. I see you up in there, though. Thanks for being a fucking general, baby dog. All right, here we go. My boy Jacob from Garden Secrets. Shouts out to Garden Secrets on Melrose. He hooked me up with a fat bud of purple weed because he knows I've been complaining about the purple weed out here on the West Coast. I don't like it. I think it's weak and it burns fast. And he told me that this is some fire. He grew the shit. And he put his young stamp of approval on it. So I'm going to fire this shit up with you with you fucking soldiers in this bitch. Man, I had a whole list of shit written down to talk about, and I left it on my pad. I forgot to rip the fucking thing off and stick it in my book bag. So I don't know, man. I don't know what I was going to talk about. I tell you one thing that pisses me off is the In-N-Out burger. Okay, it's good. I love the fucking food. Okay, except the fries. I think the fries suck. I mean, why don't you throw some fucking seasoned salt on them motherfuckers, or some fucking spicy chili powder, or how about this? Like, put chili powder on, like, little jars of chili powder on the tables. So if people want to spice up their fries, give them some type of fucking flavor, you know? That ain't my complaint, though. You'll go to that motherfucker and you'll order your food, right? And for one, there should be a fucking clock sitting there that says your wait is going to be this amount of minutes. You know what I'm saying? Which I know why they don't do that, because people would be like, fuck that, and they'd leave. But it's like, fuck, dude. You get your ticket, and you'll be like, oh, I'm number 92, right? And then you go over there and you get your Coke, and you're like, fuck, I'm 92? Well, they're probably on like, you'll give them a little bit. You'll say, well, they're probably on like 75 or something, right? And then all of a sudden you hear the little fucker, you'll hear the little fucker on the thing come up and say, ticket 14 and ticket 15. We are serving ticket 14 and ticket 15. And you're thinking to yourself, maybe they got 2 ticket lines. You know what I'm saying? That's 14, 15. Maybe the other one's 75 and 76, right? You keep tricking yourself, you know? But that ain't the fucking reality. The reality is they're on 14, 15, and you're fucking 92, buddy. Strap in. You know what I'm saying? Bang, bang, bang. You're going to be there for a while, motherfucker, you know? And it's like, and then they hit you with that trick fucking question, right? Is it for here or to go? Bitch, you know there ain't nowhere to sit in here. You can see the whole sea of fucking people in front of me. And you think I got a place to sit? Why don't you you should automatically know, bitch, to go. You should just put everybody's shit in a to-go bag. And if they get lucky enough to find a fucking place to sit as they're leaving In-N-Out Burger, then you can eat there. But other than that, you might as well always say to go. What kind of fucking trick is that for here or to go? Bitch, everybody is here. There is nowhere to go. Bang, 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 you know? Fuck. What's up, Kevin Don't Give a Fuck's parents? Mom and Dad Dukes in the house. Hope y'all are all blazing. You know what I'm saying? Me and my pops blaze together, you know. My mom don't blaze. She fucks around with them cookies, though. My mom went to a fucking Zac Brown concert today with my Aunt Sandy. They live in that old young life. Yeah, this shit won't even stay lit, dog. Or maybe I ran my mouth too long, ranting about the fucking In-N-Out, you know. It is a good burger. And for under $10, you get a double cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke. That's a good deal, but they could step their fry game up. They could throw some bacon in the mix, and they could shorten them fucking lines down. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know, I'm all about it. I could eat that shit every day. Think I figured out what was up with that iRig. I had like that 48 watt thing going. Let me make sure I'm still going good and shit. Hello, testicles. This thing just mutes all of a sudden. Yeah, it's good. Bang, bang, bang. I had both buttons turned on that thing, and you only supposed to turn on one. Got to remember that for next time. And then I won't have to fucking blast y'all's ears with that weird whistling, that electronic whistle, you know? If this was like a DC universe, that would have been Livewire. That bitch would have been like, yeah, fuck your podcast, cracker, clack. I've been watching Supergirl like a motherfucker. I don't care what y'all say. Hate on it all you want. I overlooked that show a long time because of the title, Supergirl. But that bitch is super bad, son. She fucks people up. She's stronger than Superman. She be getting in Superman-style fights, right? It's like watching Superman. You just watching a bitch in a skirt. How fucking cool is that, you know? And then, like, you know, I was thinking, like, all right, when she ain't kicking ass, it's going to be too girly for me and shit. But it really ain't. You know, there's so many different characters and so much different shit going on. Martian Manhunter's in the show and shit. And fucking Superman be coming through and helping her a lot. It's a dope-ass show, man. I'm really into this shit. I'm already at season 3, and I ain't tired of it yet. Most of them shows, you get tired of them by about season 3 or 4. But I'm like, man, this shit is... Every time she's fucking in some fucking impossible position, but she super fucking powers her way out, dude. I've discovered it through that DC Legends and shit. What's up, Harrison Rosenberg? Welcome to the show. Thanks for blazing in and getting cloudy and rowdy with the Easter Army, dog. Yeah, I heard he did that. Hey, man, yeah, you're welcome, brother. And, you know, like I said, it took me 2 years to decide to do that because I know the love y'all got for him and all that shit. And you know, and it, in a way, it sucked to do, but I had to do it. And now we are, and like Kevin Don't Give a Fuck just said, we moved on. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your support, and we welcome you to the Easter Army, homie. Um, you know, one last thing, yeah, I heard he made a podcast and didn't post it. That tells everything, right? You know, finally, them higher ups that are actually higher up comics were like, "What are you doing? You 30 years in, he's 4. Leave him alone." Anyway, but oh, I remember something I wrote down on my piece of paper. Somebody in Australia. I love Australians, man. Oz Warrior, all you Aussies out there fighting kangaroos and kicking black mamas in the fucking face. I love you bad motherfuckers. Listen, this dude somebody drew a fucking huge dick in a dried up lake. And fucking, like, people can see it from space and shit. It shows up on Google Maps. Oh, that shit is so dope. Fucking, they said it's like 160-foot long, fucking two little balls and a fucking dick. Hilarious. These motherfuckers, like, people were seeing it on Google Maps and didn't know if it was real and shit. And then I think somebody from the space station or something zoomed in and took a satellite picture and confirmed. They were like, yeah, no, there's a 160-foot dick drawn in the middle of this in this fucking dried up lake in D-Long or G-Long or something like that. I had all the shit written down and I fucking forgot, man. You know, I forgot to bring that piece of paper. Tell you one thing I don't agree with is that bullshit Trump's doing to the Migos, man. You know, Jim Nunya, what's up? Thanks for blazing in. Good to see you on the fucking podcast. Hello. Jim Nunya is a Parasmoke soldier, you know. He gets a shout out every day. It's Jim Nunya business. Why? Bang, bang, bang. But yeah, man, I don't like that shit, man. Ripping families apart. And what's fucked up, what I was thinking about was, I watched a documentary one time on killer whales, right? And the main thing they honed in on was the fact that they know that they're being separated from their families. You know what I'm talking about? And that was the main point they made for SeaWorld and people like that to not be able to trap these orcas and stuff like that, was because they know they're being separated from their families and the trauma it must cause and blah, blah, blah. So you telling me that fucking killer whales mean more than Mexicans? That's fucking crazy. How could you sit back? I don't give a fuck. This is where I say the justice system should have a morality to it. Where the fuck is the morals in the justice system? I don't give a fuck if it's a law or some bullshit written on a paper. Motherfucker, if you're a father, if you're a mother, and you're watching kids get taken from their parents and you don't care because it's just a law, you're a fucking piece of shit. You need to be taken. You need to be fucking taken out. How can you have that type of mind frame? Oh, they don't pay taxes. They don't. Who gives a fuck, bro? Are they hurting you? They ain't fucking hurting you. Do they deserve to be ripped from their fucking family and separated and all that bullshit they're going through? Fuck no. Especially when they're just here to help. They're just here to try to, most of them people are running from what they thought was a worse situation. Then they come here and get tricked by some fuckhead, It's fucking crazy. And I just speak off emotion. I don't know all the facts. I overhear people say shit. I overheard someone say a couple nights ago that this was actually some bill that Obama wrote, and Trump is just going. Trump is just following it or something. I don't know, man. I don't care. Even if, motherfucker. Okay, I don't give a fuck if George Washington wrote the fucking bill. If you're the president, you should say, I don't agree with that. Let's have a vote to get rid of this. Right? How hard is that? But you're a cold motherfucker. How you gonna not like people not from this country when your raggedy ass wife ain't from this country? You know what I'm saying? And your half gay son ain't from, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Them people, man, they work their ass off. They're strong with their families. They got good culture. You know, they don't bother motherfuckers, man. You know, they stick to their own for the most part. I've lived around and worked with Mexicans my whole life. People look at you weird when even the Mexicans out here are like, really? There's Mexicans in Georgia? I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. There's so many Mexicans in Georgia. I know y'all have heard me say this before, but when we go to jail out there or prison out there, the blacks and the whites, we have to we share a TV, and the Mexicans get their own TV. There's a lot. I mean, there's too many of them. We can't outnumber them. The blacks and the whites have to team up if there's ever like a fucking jail brawl. You know, like them Migos are deep, son. You know? But they good people, bro. Even in jail, they the motherfuckers. You give them a sock, they'll give you back a necklace with a cross on it and shit. You know, you give them like there was these Mexicans in this one cell. You could save up your potato chip bags, like 10 potato chip bags. Give them your 10 potato chips bags, right? And they'd peel them open because the inside is like all silver, that aluminum foil. And then they'd fold them down into these little squares and connect them, and they'd make a fucking picture frame. They'd make a picture frame that looked metal and shit, you know, for you to fucking prop up pictures of your family and shit by your bunk or something. Out of fucking potato chip bags. They're fucking geniuses, dude. They can fucking make shit happen, you know? Me and my Uncle Worm, we used to lay bricks, right? I thought I was getting good because I was getting to where I could take like 3 bricks. I could take like 3 bricks and fucking sling them up there, 3 bricks at a time. Usually I'd get 2 wheelbarrows, one here and one here, and I'd just fucking whoosh, 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 whoosh. You know what I'm saying? And Uncle Worm would be up there catching them, clack, clack, and you just stack them, But fucking then I thought I was slick because I could get like 3, right? And sling them up there. Hell, man, these Mexicans came over to the fucking lot beside us one day. Them motherfuckers was over there. They had like as many as they could, as wide as his fucking arms could go. And he'd go, boom! And that motherfucker up there would be like, clack. And they'd have a whole rack of fucking bricks up there already. I was like, God damn, these motherfuckers, man. They do all kinds of shit, man. So yeah, that's that bullshit, man. And then another thing I read was it's like this is how fucked up it is in Mexico, right? They about to have elections, and the elections are tomorrow. They've already killed over 100 and something politicians out there just because it's like, oh, you don't see it my way, Holmes? Clack, your ass is out. They don't fuck around, man. So that's why they want to be here. They don't want to get murked out just because they don't want to vote for a motherfucker, I don't know. That's fucked up, dog. Seeing them kids crying like that. I can't. That's why I can't read them articles and look into it anymore. It angers me. And then what can I do? I don't have money. I'm a fucking felon. Nobody. My vote don't count. I can't do shit, except get angry and talk shit. So, and that's how they make us feel. But in all reality, what I'm saying is right. The justice system should have a morality area in it. Like I don't give a fuck if it's the law. Think about humans and human life. Think about what that little girl in that picture I seen. She's fucking crying. She's looking up crying, and there's dudes around her with guns and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much he's smiling. He can be like, he's still in an army suit with a fucking AK-47. He looks like one of their toys came to life. That's shit. It don't matter if you're smiling, bro. That's a little kid. She wants her mom. She wants her dad. She don't want you to smile at her, motherfucker. But you care about an orca. Fuck. Free Willy. Fucking Free Miguel, right? What's that little thing I used to know? What do you say? My name is Jose. I work in the field. They pay me 2 pesos a day. I go home to Lucy. She give me pussy. She take my 2 pesos away. Bang, bang, bang. Hey. Well, only 450 people. And I'm running out of fuel. I had a list of shit to talk about. I figured somebody might show up today, since they know I'm not, calling people out, Figured they'd be brave enough to show up. Oh, so check this out. Fucking Marty comes in yesterday, of all people, and he's like, Easter, you buying weed this weekend? And I'm like, what? Because Marty don't smoke, and he never has. And it's like, I'm like, what? Why? Do you need money? And he was like, oh, no, you're okay. He said that it was on the news and shit. See, I don't watch the news, but he was like, on the news, on TV, they've been talking about how all the weed shops were going to have to, like, get rid of all the weed they have right now, like all their old weed right now, because the government apparently is going to start shipping these weed shops in California prepackaged fucking weed. So, like, now it's like, and they're going to only be allowed to sell that prepackaged shit that they send them. And they're going to have, like, a track and trace system on them, all kind of bullshit, man. It's getting fucked up, So, I went by Garden Secrets today, and they were like, yeah, not us, because they had all their shit correct. And he was like, so it doesn't affect them until December, but like other shops who are more rec and more loose with their fucking, stuff, they're definitely getting hit with it. It goes into effect tomorrow, apparently. So I don't know, man. If you're out in Cali watching this, it's only 5 o'clock. You might want to look it up, see if the weed shop down the street's fucking slanging deals. Hello? A lot of crops rotting because of lack of immigration. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. That's that real deal, because fucking white people ain't gonna get out there in them fields. We get sunburned. Hello? Right? I mean, what the fuck? Right? That's when I got mine, is at 18, Jim. Fucking for selling weed in Georgia, And then they gave me fucking 7 years on my first charge, right? 7 to 1. And then I fucked around and went to Florida and got in more trouble. Ended up getting more probation. So from 2000 to 2010, I was on and off felony probation. So they straight up took my 20s, you know what I'm saying? And it's some baby back bullshit. It really is. Yeah, well, man, he's a piece of shit, and I told y'all that. That's and what's so fucked up is he's a fucking immigrant. What if they'd have took his fat ass? I mean, he did get separated from his mom at a young age, and that's fucked up. I ain't gonna talk shit about that. I don't know. I've already said I don't know how I would have reacted or turned out, if I'd have found my mom like that. But for him to go through that and still make jokes about fucking Mexican kids crying, man, that's fucked up, man. I don't like that shit. I'm from the South, bro. I'm from Georgia, and I still have a good relationship with all my family, pretty much. We're big about family, and that was one of the first things I noticed about Mexican people and made me respect them, was how, like, family oriented and family driven they are, and how willing they are to protect their family and stand up for their family and shit, man. There's honor in that. There's respect in that, So fuck that, making jokes about it. There ain't nothing to joke about with that shit, Hell yeah, brother. Culato. Oh shit. Daniel Andolan in the house. What's up, boy? It's fucking hot out there in Vegas, ain't it? Man, I went and seen Jurassic World. That was some bullshit. That was a shitty movie. Don't I finally used MoviePass right, so that was a plus. But at the same time, I'm glad I used MoviePass on that movie, because fuck, dude, sucks, man. They let dinosaurs die and shit. The dinosaurs look good. They always do a good job of, with the dinosaurs. But it was like the movie Taken inside Jurassic World. You know what I'm talking about? They're like showing off the dinosaurs and shit. Get the fuck out of here. They got them in these little ass cages or whatever. Come on, man. That's a fucking dinosaur. You got him in a cage. He can't bust out. It was whack, bro. It was whack, I don't know, Jacob. I think this perp was pretty good, brother. It's went out a bunch of times, and It was a skinny ass blunt because it was only one bud, but it was a fat bud, you know. But you know how that is. Sometimes they break down nice, sometimes they don't. But very tasty. I think I'm pretty crispy right now. Hello? And that's why I fuck with him, bro. Jacob's a cool cat. That's why I go back to Garden Secrets. I get pissed at that place sometimes because they're definitely forcing us into that 5 for 40, 5 for 50 shit. Y'all know you are. But fuck it. What's cool about it is as long as Jacob's there, I'm gonna fuck with the place. I like them black dudes behind the counter too, man. They some OGs. I fucks with them too, but it's more Jacob that'll like he'll grow his own shit and they'll let him sell it there and he cuts deals on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I fucks with it. Like he just threw me this bud of perp and was like, Easter, I know you don't fuck with perp out here on the West Coast, but try mine. And this shit pretty good, man. It still ain't that Atlanta shit. Something about that Atlanta shit, it's got its own smell, its own taste. It'll knock you out. But this Cali perp, don't get me twisted. Like a bud of Granddaddy perp from out here is so pretty. It's the most beautiful thing you'll ever see. You don't even want to smoke it. But then when you do, and I mean, when you feel it, it's crunchy, it's dry. It's always dry and crunchy, and it breaks down powdery, and this shit just smokes the fuck away quick, and it just doesn't get you high, man. That shit got me high, though. I gotta say, Jacob, you did a good job on that shit there. Huh? Bang, bang, bang. Yes, he does, Dick Chappie. You said that shit. Well said, sir. Well said. You know? But, you know, trying to keep it moving in this bitch. Drake just dropped a new album, put MJ on it. Deezus and Mero just had their last little show on Viceland. I watched that. That was pretty cool, pretty funny. You know? Y'all can tell, yeah, I'm high. That's some good shit, bro. I got high today. Bang, bang, bang. It's been a long time, man. You know? I guess that purple weed had like a different little flow to it, you know? Cause I'm out here, bro. I'm swimming. I'm swimming in that lake of fucking Mary Jane right now, right? I'm deep. I'm deep in that water. This ain't the last dance. This is the first dance. God damn it. We gonna dance all night, baby doll. Right? Put your fucking dress on. Get your impress on. This gay dude was watching me brush my teeth today. I'm like, why is he watching me brush my teeth? You know? And then I started brushing my tongue, you know? And I was like, fucker. That, you know, I look over, he's like, ooh, I'm like, yeah, that's why you watching. You want to see a little gag go. I'm just fucking with you. They strong out here, bro. They got their little LGBTQ, right? A lot of letters. And but they forgot 3, right? That's HIV. Right? That's the fucking letters they forgot, you know? Pecaning paralyzer. It was named by the state troopers, mentioned in High Times in the 90s. Damn, bro. That shit sounds good. I'd love to smoke that shit. I miss them old school strands that are legendary like that. Like in Georgia, around Christmas, we had that shit called Christmas tree. You know, like the older cats would have it. You know, I'd have to get it from like my boy Bubba Swalford's daddy or some shit like that. Hello, or my homie Nate's stepmom Tammy would have it every Christmas. Like all these older cats could get the shit, you know, and it was good as fuck, man. I mean, of course, it was good back then because all we had was commercial. You know, everybody just had, you know, commercial weed. It was regular. It was, you know, anywhere from 20 a quarter to 40 a quarter, depending on who you bought it from and who you was selling it to, type shit. You know. Yeah, I'm going home for Christmas this year. I go home for Christmas every year. It's I look forward to it, man. You know, you gotta get away. You gotta you gotta get back home. You know, family is where your foundation is. You know, home is where the heart is. All them cliche ass sayings, they're real. and you don't notice it until you leave. When you leave home, then you notice it. And then you start feeling it. It takes a while. It took me 3 or 4 years to miss home, to really miss home, because I've always done that tile shit, and I've always been on the road. Chili's. There's a Chili's everywhere, right? I mean, me and my little group that did the tile shit, we've been from Florida to New York, and every little city and fucking state there's a Chili's. I think me and Chris even went to fucking Baltimore. We went all the way to Baltimore one time and shit. You know, before the fucking wire, son. Before there was goddamn, marches in the streets. We was out there with Uzis laying tile. Nah. Bang, bang, bang. The most fucked up place was Denver, man. Listen, I went to Aurora, Denver, and got profiled. How about that shit? All right. We get out of the fucking we pull into the hotel. I get out of the work van and fucking go in, and I'm like checking me, and I got 2 black workers with me now. Let me remind you of that shit. All right. 2 black ass workers. This one dude was Jamaican and had long ass dreads and wore one of them Jamaican rap things. All right. Couldn't been more blacker, right? And this other dude, it was his homie. So I got the 2 black guys as my crew, and I go in and I'm checking in the hotel room for us, right? I come back out and cops are everywhere, and this fucking cop pulls a fucking big ass gun on me. Whoosh, and he's like, "Get on the ground." I was like, "Oh fuck." I get on the ground and shit, and he picks me up and he searches me and down and shit and pulls my ID out, and he was like, "From Georgia, huh?" And he was like, "What are you doing out here?" And I was like, "Man," I said, "I'm fucking here to do some tile." I said, "That's my work van right there. Them 2 guys in it are with me. They work for me." I said, "And I just checked into the hotel. What the fuck?" And he was like, "You fit the description of someone who just robbed a store." I'm like, "I fit the fucking description." You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. I didn't say anything. I was like, "Okay, well, I just got here." I was like, I mean, I was just checking in. Go ask the guy. So fucking, they take me in the hotel and ask the dude, like, was this guy here checking in and shit? And he was like, yeah, he was here. He's been here for like 10, 15 minutes, fucking, we're, getting their shit done and shit. And they were like, all right, there's no way you could have been here 10 minutes ago and done that shit. So they left and shit. But fucking, I can't remember. I think it was like Charles and Joseph. Joseph talked real slow. They were laughing so hard. They thought that shit was so funny. I can't blame them though, because they were like, they got to see a white boy get slammed on the ground and searched by the police and told, "You fit the description." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? Fuck, man. Yeah, you know it, man. These motherfuckers are plastic. I say that. This is the home of it. This is the home. This is ground zero for people who was like, imagine being the first person to just be like, "I think I'm ugly. I'm gonna let someone cut on me and put shit inside me, and then I think I'll look better." Who who the fuck thinks like that? Only people out here. There wasn't no one there to be like, "That sounds fucking horrible. You're going to let someone cut you open and stuff fake shit inside you, and you think that's going to look better?" Right? Have you ever seen a doll? Like, dolls don't really look good. They look good as a doll. Bitch, we don't want you to look like that. What the fuck? This is like, I would love to be there when, you know how like kids reach a certain age where they don't lie, like they're not going to tell a lie. They just, you've taught them not to, right? So like, I would love to be there when like the little daughter is sitting by a plastic face mom, right? And she's like, "This is your mommy when she was your age," and she's going to look at her and go, "That's not you, mommy." Right? Like, you don't look nothing like that. Right? And then the mom's going to be like, "You was pretty then. Look, you look normal here. What happened?" Like, she's going to be like, "What happened? What'd you do to yourself?" Oh, that'd be funny to see. That's kind of evil, but. Oh, shit. Fucking Cali. California. Oh, shit. Oh yeah, I was talking about getting fucked around on tile. Arizona. I went to fucking jail in Arizona. What a great fucking state that is. You know, wasn't even my fault. I mean, it was. I was smoking the weed, but fucking a right. I mean, stupid Murray booked us across the street from a fucking children's cancer center or some shit, right? So the whole hotel was non-smoking. Okay, I don't smoke cigarettes any motherfucking way. All right. So our one day off, fucking I had thrown Murray money the night before for some weed and shit, and he was like, "I'll give it to you tomorrow when you wake up and shit." So I'm like, "All right, cool." So it's our one day off. I wake up, I take a shower, I come out, I turn the TV on, I find out the Lakers are about to start in like 30, 40 minutes. This is when Kobe was still balling, so I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I want to watch Kobe and smoke a blunt. This is gonna be great, you know, great day off, right?" So fucking I hear Murray over there fucking like on the phone, loud and shit, right? He comes to my room and he was like, "Man, this fucking hotel, bro." He goes, "I was smoking a cigarette and the dude called up here and told me that they were gonna charge me an extra 200 because I was smoking." And I was like, "Damn." And he goes, "So fuck, man, I was like, okay, cool." And he goes, "And I kept smoking." And I'm like, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? You know, why would you do that? You know? And in his mind, he thought, fuck it, you already charged me $200, so now I'm gonna smoke. Which I see that side of it too. But the hotel's like, "No, fucker, we're charging you 200 because it's a non-smoking room. Now we got to get it like all fumed out." And little did we know, some of them cancer kids and their parents and shit, like they'll stay there and shit while they're not, you know, while they're going over there to get treatment and stuff. And fucking so it's like even a bigger deal in this place. And so Murray underestimates it, right? And so he was like, "Man, T," he was like, "the rest of the fucking weeds in my car." He was like, "I throw it here," and he threw me like this little bullshit ass bud. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Here." He threw me a little bud, and he was like, I'll bring you to rest, man. Me and Susan, we're gonna bounce up out of here, man. This hotel's sweating me." So I was like, "All right, fuck it," you know. So he bounces, and fucking I got this little bud, and I just went and bought a brand new bowl the day before. So I was like, perfect, you know. So that's why I didn't even mind. I was like, fuck it, I'll use my new bowl, you know, and watch fucking, you know, because it broke down to where it'd have been a good, you know, 2 fat bowls, right? So fucking I smoked the first bowl, man. I'm fucking watching Kobe Bryant. Everything's good, you know, and I packed the second bowl, and I hear boom, 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 boom. You know what that is, right? So I just take the bowl and fling it out the window because I had the fucking. This is how fucking pissed off I was because this is why I was so pissed off because I had the fucking window open with my box fan in the window, blowing out. You know, like because I knew they had already sweated Murray. I had a towel under the door. You know what I'm talking about? Like I thought I had every fucking thing covered, and fucking boom, boom, boom. They come banging on my door and shit. And so fucking I throw the bowl out. And of course it's a cop and a manager. And this how I know they was looking for Murray. Because the first fucking thing they said was, "We told you not to be smoking in here anymore. We've already charged you $200. I was like, "That ain't me, man. That's the next room." But the cop smelled that weed, you know what I'm saying? Mr. fucking clean nose, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, "I smell weed in here," and he stepped right past dude. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't nothing I could fucking do. And this stupid fucking computer just did some bullshit. And I'm like, "All right, man," you know, but I knew I'd already thrown the fucking bowl out anyway. And so then boom, the manager like steps away, and then in comes this little partner, and they're fucking searching my room. And this is back when like, all right, I had been living in Vegas, and we were new to Vegas, so we didn't have a like a constant weed connect. So every now and then we'd go buy that spice shit, unfortunately, right? And fucking but I wasn't fucking with that down there. I just had I saved the containers because I thought that it was like, I thought it was legal. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, that shit ain't even fucking legal in Arizona, right? So the cop finds the spice containers in my fucking trash can, and he was like, "You know, this is a stage 3 felony in Arizona." And I'm like, "Whatever, man." You know, I was like, I was like, that's all I have, bro. I don't have any weed. He was like, we know you have weed. We can smell it in here, you know? And fucking, dude, little did I know, I had an old fucking little bullshit pipe in my fucking suitcase hidden. They found that shit, charged me with paraphernalia. Fucking paraphernalia, because I didn't have any weed, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, I get taken to jail because the little asshole, you know, the one cop was cool, the other one was asshole. I say the one cop was cool because on the way to the jail, I started talking. He was talking to me, so I was just talking back to him, and then I mentioned basketball, and he was like, hey, man, I play basketball. I was like, bro, I'm in town for a couple more days, and if you want to play some ball. And then that right there showed him, like, I'm a normal motherfucking dude, you know. And he was like, oh, no, that's all. He was like, I probably won't have time, man. He goes, you know what, man, you seem cool. He goes, I'll do you a favor. He goes, I'm going to take your suitcase and all your stuff and put it in the trunk of my car. He goes, I'm going to write down my number on the back of this card. He goes, I'll put it in your back pocket on the way in. He goes, are you going to make bond tonight? For sure. I said, yes, sir. I'm positive. As soon as I call my mom, she'll get me out of here. And he was like, so if you make bond tonight, he goes, you call that number. He goes, and he goes, when you leave the jail, he goes, tell me which corner you're at. He goes, I'll come back down here and I'll give you your suitcase and stuff. He goes, because if not, they're going to impound it and they're going to charge you to get your shit. And I was like, fuck, man, appreciate it, bro. Because I had no idea they'd have pulled that little bullshit stunt right there, you know? And, yeah, dude put my suitcase and all my stuff in his patrol car. And when I bonded out, fucking, you know, like, he had just pulled up and gave me my shit. And then, boom, Chris was pulling up in the work van right as he pulled away. And fucking, we were out of there, you know? And then Arizona's such a shit state. I fucking did the honorable thing. So I lived in Vegas. My mom flew out from Georgia to Vegas because she's just that type of mom. She was so worried to let me go to fucking court by myself down there. And it was just for a ticket, a paraphernalia ticket, you know, $280 or some shit, right? And so, but it was cool for her because she got to see the West Coast. We had a good time on the way to Arizona. We stopped, took pictures of cactuses and shit like that, you know, so she enjoyed it. And so we go to fucking Arizona. I go to court. I'm there to pay the fine. This punk-ass judge tells me, also, sir, I'm going to want you to do a weed evaluation course and probably take a weed evaluation class while you're in Las Vegas and to help you with your marijuana problem. I was like, I don't have a problem with marijuana. I smoke it, man. I said, and I said, I didn't even have any on me. They caught me with a pipe. And he was like, okay. He goes, but I'm still going to recommend this. I said, I thought this was a medical state. I said, I've seen signs all over the place that said, come and get your card. He goes, okay, well, do you have your Arizona medical card? I said, nah, it's like $300. He goes, well, so is your fine. He thought he was so slick with that shit. I was like, all right, cool, man. He goes, and also you're going to need to do that evaluation. And I looked at him and I go, I'm not going to do it. And he was like, well, should I have a warrant or issued right now? I was like, if that's what it takes, because I'm not going to do that class. He goes, well, we're going to give you the information and we'll see if you change your mind. I was like, okay. Went to that fucking ticket thing and paid that money and took their little information and ain't never done that motherfucking class. Fuck Arizona up its red hot ass. Bang, bang, bang. 5,000 papers at a time. Like Cheech and Chong, son. Fuck yeah, Jim Nunya. It's Jim Nunya business. Who smokes like a fucking chief of a Seminole tribe? Blow, blow, Seminole wind. Blow like you're never gonna blow again. Hey, y'all remember that shit? What? I even know some country, goddammit. Ever tried doing triple runs? Oh, man, Dick Chappie. Yeah, let me tell you what happened with the triple shit. I know it seems like I make myself sound like, it's easy for people to make me sound like I'm a fucking problem, right? But this is what happened with that triple run shit, right? I'm not trying to talk down on this dude. This was just my experience, all right? So he hits me up, he calls me on the phone, and he tells me that he wants me to go on one of his runs, and he tells me to send him, if I could, like a clip of my comedy, anything I got, you know, and a headshot and my email and all this stuff, you know. I send him all this stuff, right? So then he calls me back 10 minutes later, and he tells me, He goes, all right, man, I'm going to have you go on the road with this guy. He goes, you're probably going to have to drive about 8 or 9 hours to meet with him, right? You know, he said you could park your vehicle at his place, and then he goes, y'all can go out, you know, and then he had like this little list of places and for minimal money, like where I was going to be going and shit, right? And then I'm like, all right, cool, man, sounds good, because I was like, I was willing to do it, you know, and because I've heard of the Tribble runs and they can be beneficial. So I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. Let's roll. Give me all the info, all the shit I need, right? So I'm thinking that it's about to happen. All right, so then he calls me back 10 minutes later, and he tells me, no, he texted me back, and he goes, hey, man, he goes, quick favor, could you not do your opener because you're talking about banging trannies? And I text back, and I'm like, first of all, it's not, I'm not talking about banging trannies. The joke goes, I blew a tranny in my van, my transmission. All right, so it's talking about my fucking transmission not having a reverse, right? And I go, but anyway, yeah, no problem, bro. I said, I don't have to have that as my opener. I got another one, you know? And he goes, okay, thanks, man, thanks, no, you know? And so I'm like, all right, cool. Remember, people, I'm a fucking 4-year comic. I have 30 minutes, 30 like super minutes, 40, you know, if I need it, right? Type shit. So then I email him some more stuff he wants. So then like 10 minutes later, he texts me back again and says, hey, man, the headliner just seen a clip of one of your, just heard a clip of one of your sets and asked me to ask you if you could not do that Uncle Worm story at the end. He's not sure he could follow a story like that. So I text back. I'm like, why don't I be the headline? I'm like, well, then why don't I headline? You know, why is he the headliner if he can't follow somebody? How the fuck, where do they do that at? You know, why would I go on the road with somebody and watch him make more money and do more minutes, and he ain't even as strong of a comic as me? I was like, sorry, dude. I was like, sorry, I don't agree to that. You can find somebody else. That's how I handled that situation, man. Fuck that, dude. I'm not doing that. Fuck you. You already want me to change my opener. Now I can't do my closer. That's what I'm leaving out. By the way, that's my closer. That Uncle Worm story. It's a fucking fun ass story, you know, about my uncle put me in a fucked up situation as a teenager, right? And nobody gets hurt in the end or nothing, but it's wild, you know, and it's fun, and it's memorable. Like, people come up to me after the shows and they're like, dude, that fucking uncle story, the crack kid story, oh my God, that shit's so funny. I had an uncle that was like that, or this and that. Like, it relates, right? It's good, it's fun, it's a fun time. And yeah, I'm not gonna not do that. You're out of your fucking mind. Hello? Bang, bang, bang. That's what motherfuckers remember me by most of the time, is that Uncle Worm shit. So, you know, and if Tribble ever sees this and you want to book me for future shit, you know, with stronger people who ain't worried about me doing my material and following me, then I will gladly do a Tribble run. But until, you know, you grow some balls, I ain't doing it. You know, so I ain't tucking mine in, homeboy. Hell yeah, man! I tell you what, I'm ready, y'all. If y'all know the, you know, people who book or know the names and shit, send me it, tweet me it. I'm ready to get out there. I'm gonna start looking it up and doing more to get on the road. I see my boy Eric Aligny. Shouts out to Aligny out there making his motherfucking dream come true. You know, and super shout out to Leslie Jones who helped him out. And that's what senior comics are supposed to. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, she's an older comic in the game. She's seen a younger comic in the game trying to get out there on the road, and she helped them. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing, and that's what makes her such a stand-up person in this industry. You know what I'm saying? And good for you, Eric, man. I'm glad you out there fucking hustling, bro, trying to make your motherfucking comedy dream come true. That motherfucker drove from, like, he said San Antonio to where the aliens died to fucking do a show with Bobby Lee the other night, you know? And that's what it's about. If I had that opportunity, I'd fucking do it in a second, man. I wish I could do that shit. I just, you know, in a lot of ways, I'm a lazy fuck, but I don't have, you know, man, if I could fucking just, if I had that, he had a good little Kickstarter. I won't say what she helped him out with because it's none of my business, but like, um, he had a damn good head start, and if I could do that shit, man, I would in a second, bro. That shit, it looks fun as fuck. I miss being out on the road like that. I've done it, with the tile shit. So, and like I said, I'm excited to meet a lot of y'all, man, and smoke a blunt with y'all after the show and hang out, man, and hear y'all side of the story too. We all got something to tell. We all got something to share. Hello, and that's what makes this motherfucking shit so fun, you know. There's not a big deal about being at the Comedy Store anymore in my eyes. The only big deal really is the like the comics that go there, the big level comics that go there. If you actually do want to just watch them and try to learn from them, that's a great thing about the Comedy Store. Most of them people that go up there, they have an agenda. You know what I'm saying? They like have something in their mind. And which is one last thing I'll say about Joey. He kept trying to say I had an agenda with him. I didn't have no agenda with him. I just truly liked him at first and thought that I could be a good member of his team and thought he would make me one. And there was no agenda. But there are a lot of people up there that have one, and that's why he thought like that about me probably. And I used to see it. But, man, like I said, I used to sit back in the back corner of the OR or, like, squeeze into the main room, and I would just watch, man, and I would learn. But, like, this is what I was telling somebody the other day. Like, there's no more Mitzi, unfortunately, because what she did and what Adam don't do is, and it's no fault to Adam. Because the thing about this, Adam is just given a list of all these fucking names. He can make a fire lineup every night now. He don't have to, take a chance on a Tommy Easter or a fucking you know, or Damar Randy, or another, or a Kyle Henson or somebody like that, or my boy, the young Kyle Monologue. He don't have to take chances on young comics because he's got so many to choose from. But see, back then, Mitzi, right, when she was around, she would have. What if she would have liked my hello? Some of y'all like the way I say hello. Some of y'all like the bang bang bang. If Mitzi would have liked one of those things, she would have kept me around that place, and she'd have put me in certain positions. She'd have been like, I wonder if he can follow this guy. Like, she would put people in certain, like, situations and see if they would proceed or they would crumble, and she would stay behind you until she felt like, all right, well, then, I guess he ain't got it, and then fuck it, on to the next one. Or she would, keep on with you, and that ain't there anymore. She's seen something different in a lot of different people, and she gave them a chance. This shit's about chance in a lot of ways, okay? Hell, we prove ourselves every night. We do shit around town every night. We need a chance sometimes, and there's no more chance at the Comedy Store. They're not taking a chance on anybody like that. They're not saying, all right, this new guy, he's been fucking shit up around town. Tell him come up here on a Wednesday, or a Tuesday or a Wednesday night. We're gonna give him a fucking 9:30 spot. Let's see what he does. We're gonna make him follow fucking Dave Chappelle. We're gonna make him follow fucking, Punky Johnson after she lights the fucking room on fire. We're gonna make him follow somebody like that, and let's see what he does, right? And then see if all that shit talking you've done, you can back it up, right? That ain't there. And that's why it ain't a big deal to me, that's the type of shit, that's the challenge I want out of the shit. I don't want to have to be a doorman. You know what they'll do? And then they rarely do that even with the doormen, But even if they do, like, them days of, like, people being like, man, I was just there one night and so-and-so didn't show up and dude looked at me and was like, you want to do 10? That ain't going to happen at the store anymore because they'll look right past you and just go get one of their doormen. Why would they use Tommy Easter when they can use Ron Taylor? That motherfucker funny as hell. He worked there now. Like, there's a lot of people, they'll just go use a doorman. Punky, she works there and she's a paid regular on the wall. She'll light that motherfucker up. So if so-and-so don't show up, why would they grab somebody like me? When they, certain times they should give us that chance, but it's not there anymore. So that's the thing. That's why I say it's not a big deal. The only big deal is, getting to see some of the motherfuckers that you enjoy practice, because they use that place as practice, right? Kind of like we use Marty's as practice. And it's cool. It's a different way to see your favorite comic. When you're so used to seeing them on TV, sharp, doing shit they've worked out, but then it's cool to go out there and see them, fucking starting from scratch on something and building it and putting it together, and then later on you see it on TV and you're like, dude, I remember when he first started doing that shit. That's the cool shit about it. Other than that, yeah, there's no, I feel like that the Mitzi opportunity gone. That like, you know, them giving us a chance, you know what I'm saying, to prove ourselves and build up, you know, that's gone. There's no ladder. There's no ladder. You know. That's right. I'm talking to the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Bang, bang, bang. Hell yeah. It's the 4-minute countdown. Yo! 5:26. I guess I bullshitted my way through it. Hello? Forgot my list. Started off pissed. You know? The microphone had a hiss. I just can't stop rhyming. That shit is automatic sometimes. You know. Getting hotter out here in LA, man. The crazies are getting crazier. The drivers are getting, you know, wilder. They're getting van wilder, you know. They got baby oil on their tires. They're sliding in the candles. These motherfuckers are out of control. Oh, if you got an iPhone, let me tell you a good free game, motherfuckers. That Need for Speed shit, dude, it just keeps you entertained. Like, you know, most of them free games, this is what I had been doing. This is how I found it, right? I would download a free game, and you know how you play them to a certain point to where you can beat it to a certain point to where you either gonna have to buy some shit or just wait it out to keep playing it, right? And so then I would get up to that point, delete the bitch, and go to another game, right? Man, that Need for Speed shit has kept me going for like, I don't know, at least 2 months, because as you're building your cars, they'll throw these cars, they'll give you a chance to win cars, right? And so like that shit don't affect your gas tokens for your other shit, right? They give you other tickets for that. So like you can fucking be busting moves and Jaguars and all these supercars, and then when that shit ends, by the time that shit ends, you got more shit built up to play with your other shit. Hello? So you could just play all the time, like, and then by the time you build a car up to do some more shit with it, you've already found enough blueprints for other shit. Now you got new cars that you need to build up, because each car you get, it opens up a new series for them. You know, and then you can go in there and play the series modes. Telling you, good free game, man. Shooting kids in the head, that's always therapeutic. Bang, bang, bang. No, what was it? Cody and Tim got me on that Fortnite. But the thing about Fortnite is you better have your phone plugged in while you play that motherfucker, because it will drain your battery, son. And it kind of sucks if you just get murked out first couple seconds. You know, that's the thing about them shooter games, man. It's like Call of Duty and all that. I've always liked just the one-player mode more. I've always been a lone wolf, you know? I don't like that fucker in the hot tub shit. I'm a lone wolf. I've always liked the story modes, you know? Even on Grand Theft Auto, I love the story mode. I beat the game before I go online. Call of Duty also. And it helps you, like, get used to the weapons and how the game moves. Then when you get online, you're not running around like a fucking goof. You got a little bit of charisma to you, a little bit of finesse in your step. You know what I'm talking about? All right, Easter Army, we made it through the motherfucking battlefield. All right, so I'll see y'all Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 420 in the Van of Life for the 420 Pair of Smoke. And, of course, on Saturdays, live on YouTube. And, you know, I'll get better at that shit. I'll get that whistle out and all that, all right? I'm going to get sharper, and because y'all motherfuckers are already sharp. Hello? Thanks for blazing in and getting cloudy and rowdy. See you motherfuckers next week. Bang, bang, bang!